finest. Hi, everyone. Kevin Harlan here with my partners Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. Tonight, the exciting three-point contest. What a fun time this is going to be. It's fast-paced and action-packed, folks.
Well, right next to me, I've got somebody who knows a thing or two about winning this event. So tell us what it takes to do just that, Steve.
Well, I did win the event once, Clark, in '97, and it really is a matter of finding a rhythm. The game comes so fast, the shots are coming one after the other. You've got to get into a groove, get into a rhythm, and then just let it ride.
Here we go with Damian Lillard. He has 60 seconds to make as many shots from behind the arc as he can. Clark, as you know, there's a money ball in each of the 5 racks worth double. That's 25 shots to get a maximum of 30.
And the corner threes are only 22 feet, but the other three-point stations are 23 feet 9 inches. So those are...
He posts a score of 14. Well, a very respectable performance from him there, guys.
There were a few ups and downs, but overall it turned out to be a fairly decent round.
Yeah, I'd give him kind of a B+ for that one. You hope for more, but it probably lived up to a reasonable expectation for him.
And so we'll see James Harden.
When Harden came into the league, people were unsure if he'd be able to shoot with range in the NBA. He started out a little slow, but he's become quite the scorer and sharpshooter. And a lot of people thought that would be the case. It was just a matter of when.
Boy, he's heating up, guys.
He's got 9. 2 of 2 on the money ball. 10 straight. How long can it last? That's 11 in a row. It's a barrage of threes.
That puts him at the top of the heap.
This is unreal. Does he ever miss? Now up to 18. He's at 19. This is unreal. Does he ever miss?
And a great finish here. And you got to love this round. James Harden getting it going.
Ran out of time there. A massive score of 27 points. Wow, how about that performance, guys? Man, nice work.
It got out of control for a while there. I mean, I don't know that I've ever seen anything like it. Just one shot after another, just continuing to fall. He was in an unbelievable group.
So it's Klay Thompson ready to start here.
Well, Klay's dad was an NBA player, Michael Thompson, but more a post player and a center. Klay as a guard, a perimeter.
He comes away with a total of 15 points. I'd say he handled that round pretty well, guys.
I thought he had his stroke working pretty well for him. I mean, what do you think about that, Steve?
Yeah, solid shooting. He looked very confident. It never became one of those lights-out rounds that it could have been. But all in all, I think he's got to be pretty happy.
So it'll be Kyle Lowry here.
And he needs at least 14 here to remain in contention.
Well, the number's right there for him. If he can just stay focused, not rush his shots, and find some rhythm.
Oh, my.
A total of 17 points that he'll take away from that round. He turned in a pretty good round right there, don't you think?
I thought he had his stroke working pretty well for him. I mean, what do you think about that, Steve?
Yeah, solid shooting. He looked very confident. It never became one of those lights-out rounds that it could have been. But all in all, I think he's got to be pretty happy.
And so we'll see Wesley Matthews.
And guys, one of the cardinal sins of the three-point contest is a player trying to change his stroke after a bad rack or two. It won't work.
Well, it's
the round ends, and he's got 19. His stroke looked terrific in that round, guys.
That was very nice. I mean, he didn't let any misses throw him off. Stayed the course, Steve. He avoided any kind of cold streak.
Yeah, and that's the only way to end up with a score like that. You got to keep your momentum going from one rack to the next.
So here's Jennings now. He's in a good spot, getting to go last. It's no mystery how many points he needs to move on.
The two-point balls can be the...
9 points is what he finishes with. There was just something off about him in that round.
I guess one way to look at it is that he was just in his discomfort zone in that round.
Clark, no need to even put it into words. We could all see how unsettled he was. It did not go well from the start.
Harden's got to be the favorite going into the finals, don't you think, guys?
Definitely, Kevin. I mean, if he can shoot anywhere close to as well as he did in qualifying, he'll have this contest in the bag.
Yeah, but one round doesn't blend into the next, Clark. So he's got to put it together again. And one thing we do know, if he's got another performance like that...
He gets all the way up to 21 points. Guys, hard to find any fault with that display.
Well, we know if there's one guy in the competition you'd expect to turn in that kind of round, it would be him.
And so we'll see Wesley Matthews.
Guys, most of the time when a player is shooting threes by himself, he's doing it in an empty gym. This is a little different. Actually, it's a lot different. I want to ask you, Steve, was it easy being the center of attention like this? You seem to be a bit of a ham.
Oh, really? A ham, Clark.
Well, he comes away with a total of 15 points. Here we go with James Harden. Well, if you watch James Harden in college, where, by the way, he was the Pac-10 Player of the Year as a sophomore at Arizona State, teams would have to mark him and watch way beyond the three-point line. Clark, he's always been a deep threat, hasn't he?
Yeah, he has.
Steve, he's some kind of shooter now in the NBA.
He is, and then he uses that threat to also get to the rim because he draws the defense out and puts the ball on the deck and gets all the way into the paint. So really a versatile, multi-dimensional player.
If he can notch a 22 or higher, he'll get the W.
He runs 2 racks without a miss. Eight more points for him to tie it up. Make that 14.
Ooh, Harden starting to feel it.
2 racks to go. 4 points more to win. He's up to his 6th consecutive make.
He's finding that touch now.
Nice lefty stroke from Harden.
And a great finish here.
That's 24. That's 11 in a row. It's a barrage of threes. Couldn't finish it off, but still put up an impressive number. A huge score, 26 points. What an unbelievable round. Right away you could tell it was going to be special.
Yeah, 12 shots in a row. I mean, just on fire. And trust me, guys, it's not that easy. And that was sensational shooting.
And that brings the three-point contest to a close. Coming out on top of the kind of field we had here tonight says so much about our champion this year.
It was a great event. There's always so much excitement packed into the three-point contest.
Yeah, no question, Clark. Those were some real theatrics we saw out there today.
And from all of us here at 2K Sports, we're thrilled to have brought you this year's three-point contest. This is Kevin Harlan, along with Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg, saying so long and thanks for watching.